Hey guys, today I've got another Warlock build for you, but this time we're checking out the Void subclass and more specifically the HandHeld Supernova ability. Before we get into the build, don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing. Let's hop into the Void subclass and take a look at what abilities, fragments, and aspects that we're going to be using for this build today. The HandHeld Supernova is the main ability we're focusing on and building around, so we need to pick Magnetic Grenade and the Chaos Accelerant aspect. These two paired together will let us overcharge our grenade and release a short-range Void Blast. Back when Final Shape released, Chaos Accelerant received a buff for the Magnetic Grenade, increasing the damage as well as reducing the cooldown rate when used together. Recently, the HandHeld Supernova received yet another buff, making it even more effective. For our second aspect, we'll be taking Feed the Void. This will give us Enhanced Devour on Void ability final blows, which while active restores health and grenade energy on any final blow. Heading down to our fragments, first we're going to take Echo of Undermining, allowing our grenades and HandHeld Supernova to apply a 15% weaken debuff to anything that survives the attack. The second fragment we're taking is Echo of Persistence. This is going to extend all of our Void buffs that are applied to us, making our Devour last 50% longer. Next, we've got Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your Void weapons. This is going to help give our build anti-barrier champion capability and just makes our Void weapons even more effective. The last fragment we're picking has a little bit of wiggle room. Echo of Starvation will give you more uptime on Devour just by picking up orbs. Or you could go super route and take Echo of Reprisal. Final blows while surrounded grants bonus super energy. I'd recommend trying out Reprisal first, and if you find your Devour isn't up as often as you want, you can swap them out. For our super, take whichever is going to be more fun to you. I take Cataclysm because who doesn't like the massive tracking Nova Bomb? And onto our armor, stat-wise, you're going to want to push your grenade stat up as high as you can again. If you can get your grenade stat to 200, your grenades do an additional 65% damage. As you can see, I've got 160 grenade, 100 super, and I'd like to push my weapon stat even higher, but we can do a little bit of that with our armor mods. And to start off, let's go ahead and go over our exotic. For this build, we're using Verity's Brow. This exotic buffs our grenade ability after getting weapon final blows matching the element of our super. Getting matching elemental kills will fill a meter, which will represent how much of a buff your grenade gets, and the meter will decay over time if not refreshed. Each section of this meter indicates a 20% buff to your grenade up to 100% when maxed out. Moving over to our armor mods, on the helmet we're taking 2 Ashes to Assets, giving us bonus super energy on grenade kills and a harmonic siphon to help generate orbs on void weapon final blows. On our arms, I'm taking advantage of 2 grenade font mods, which is giving me an additional 60 points to my grenade stat, putting me at 200 anytime that I have an armor charge. Our chest piece has our resist mods, so adjust those based on the activity, and you can put on a harmonic ammo generator if you're using a special void weapon. For the boots, I have a weapon font giving me an additional 20 weapon stat, a void weapon surge to increase void weapon damage when you have an armor charge, and a harmonic scavenger so I can get bonus void ammo for my choir of 1 when picking up an ammo brick. Finally, for our class item, I take time dilation to extend how long our armor charges last, Reaper so every time I use my class ability, my next weapon final blow spawns an orb of power, and Bomber to reduce my grenade cooldown on class ability cast. Now checking out the weapons we're using, you're going to want a solid void weapon to be doing most of the add clear work here in order to take full advantage of our exotic helmet, Verity's Brow. Personally, Choir of 1 has always been my pick for a void workhorse weapon. It does incredible damage, and even though it is a special weapon, the ammo economy is very manageable even with a low weapon stat. Any void weapon will do. Bonus points if you have something with Demolitionist to give you even more grenade ability on kill. In our top slot, I'm bringing along Mint Retrograde. Just about any roll do on this weapon, it performs great on its own. For the heavy slot, I'm rocking the new Solar Heavy Grenade Launcher, Outrageous Fortune, with Bait and Switch and Blast Distributor. The main goal of this build is to use your Void weapon to build the Death Throes meter from Verity's Brow to buff your HandHeld Supernova damage. Kills with the HandHeld Supernova will give you Devour, and kills while Devour is active will heal you and give you grenade energy, so you can repeat the whole process spamming an incredibly powerful ability while also keeping yourself alive. That's going to be it for this build today. Again, I'll let some gameplay run in the background for the rest of this video. I'm cooking up some more builds to go over in the future, so if you like this content and want to see more, go ahead and drop a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.